Alright, this will be a video instruction on how to lace our urban snowshoes. This particular one we're starting with is the Childs 22 by 8, and we'll start with the toe. First thing you want to make sure you've done is sand the frame, and then also use the Windex or other oil degreaser to take any of the residue off, and that way the varnish and the lace will stick on there better while we're doing this project. Now, once you've done that, you want to make sure you have 7 inches from that tip to the top of the binding strap. Once you know you have that 7 inches, put in the 2 screws that come for the binding, and that will help hold this in place while you're lacing. Next, we're ready to start lacing the toe. First thing, you want to put a knot 3 inches above the binding, so right in there, right in the beginning of the bend. If you've cut your 12 feet of lace, you can start by making a slip knot. Just simply go around and in there, back through, and then you can pull tight. Make sure you don't have things like that. You want it smooth. Once you've done that, you'll want to check to see right where about 3 inches is. You'll go across and do a girth hitch on the left side. So this is your first girth hitch. So go around, pull it through, you come that way. If you put your finger there, you go under the frame, pull it through, and then go right in there where your finger is, and there's your first girth hitch. Now, make sure when you pull it tight, and you can just put your thumb on that part of the knot and that'll help pull it tight. Make sure that the back side is also smooth rather than knotted or crossed. So, you can check over here, and we got about 3 inches right to there. Now we'll come back across and do another girth hitch over this slip knot. And looking ahead, our next knot will be coming down here. So you always try and have the knot going towards the next station. So that way we start on this side, come up, pull it through. You can put your finger in there under the tube, pull it through. Make sure you have a smooth area. Pull it through again where your finger was, under your finger. And then tighten it on up. Now, because this round tubing is smooth, you can adjust, and see there's 3 inches across. Alright, now we take the lace and go around, over the top, come underneath, and we're going to give it a couple wraps around just to help it a little bit. Now we go under the cross there to be consistent. So there you go. And then we come up here about 1.25 inches and do our next girth hitch. And pull it on through. Now, again, as we tighten it up, we make sure everything is smooth. We'll look. That's maybe just a touch more than 1.25 inches. We will It's always easier to pull it tighter, so we'll start it perhaps a little less than 1.25 inches, and then you can bring it on up. And 1.25 inches versus 1 3/8 inches, it's not that critical. Now we come across and make our next girth hitch, and since we'll be coming down, we want to start on this side. Go there and make our next girth hitch. Again, keep it smooth and tighten it on up as best you can. Now we have 2 going across, and from here we will go down. So we come over, bring it through, wrap it a couple times, like so. Come under here, then over to make our first X, then to be consistent with our rules, we come that way, and now we are up at the top waiting on our next girth hitch, and from here we'll go down to here. So we want to again have the girth hitch coming out in the direction that it will be next heading. All right. And again, tighten it all down. It's probably going to be, they're probably going to be more over there. So now, what we have is that right there, and we're looking good. Now, from here, our next step is 4 to 5, which is right here. So we'll come through, like so, and then there we have it. And then our next girth hitch is right here, number 6. So now we'll go under and over to 7, and then do another girth hitch on this side. Tighten those two down, and we have this right here. Now from here we go under and over. Do our half hitch around this master cord. So we have an X there and an X there. Then we come up here and through here. So we go under, under, over. So we look at this 8 to 9. You can see what we have. Come down, over this way, then under, under, over to that X, and then we do a girth hitch. Sometimes they're a little slippery, but you can get these all to line up nicely. That is 9, and we go under and over. Get that and do our last girth hitch right there. Over, under, and through. Alright. Now, pull these tight. You have just like that. Now on this one you go under and over this, under this, right there. Now we do a half hitch right under there, and then we go under and over, and we tie off right there, and we are done. Once you're done tying off right there, I cut it and leave about that much. Don't burn it. Once you've done your first coat of varnish, then you can just clip it very close and it'll never ever come out. Now, let's look at this. You can just straighten these a little bit, but there you go. You've got your first ones done. We'll check this. We're still at 7. And that's at 3 and about 1.25 inches on that first. There you go. You have completed the toe. Having completed the toe.